Y'all, I'm in a yellow mood today because I just feel like it. Because I feel like it, y'all. Alright, so we're going to do this a little bit differently today. I'm on like 3 devices. It reminds me a little bit of the time when I was, when I had my, give me a second. When I had my virtual, Dios mío, I'm going to get my words right. My virtual conference. All right, so I cannot see y'all unless I'm able to hop on this phone and see who's here live. So I do apologize for that. The thing is that I needed to use this. And in order for you to see the words as I'm writing them, I needed to flip the camera. So, you know what I mean? So that's what we're here to do today. All right, so let me see who is with us. Logging to an existing account. Let's see, continue. Hopefully that works. If not, we are going to have to flip the camera. If not, we're going to have to... Hello, Cha-Man. Give me a second. Save. I think we're in. No, we're going to skip that. We're going to skip that, and we're going to find Dr. Zoila here. And we're going to go on our live. Yes, we did it. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm here. And no worries, because I'll multi-purpose this. All right. Let's get it started. Courage to build. Courage, y'all. Courage. Okay. If these markers don't fail me now. Okay. Courage to build, y'all. So listen, courage, right? As it, like the literal translation to Spanish is coraje. So if you speak Spanish, you know that coraje means anger, means like you've had it, means like, girl, this is enough, okay? So I want you to think about that coraje part. Coming from corazón, from the Latin word heart, core, which, you know, if you think about core, in español es corazón, right? You're following your heart, but you're following without fear. You're following because you want to do something, get things done. I'm going to get myself out of this phone because it is truly being a distraction to me. All right, let's go. Let's do this. All right. So, despite all your fears and doubts, you still do it. You still go for it. So that's acting on your courage, okay? That enables your resilience, your grit. It's not by default. It's not by mistake that I named my very first business Tenacious Mindset, right? Because tenacity. We have to be tenacious of the mind. Because if not, the mind does play tricks on us. The world plays tricks on us. The ways in which we've been raised or socialized plays big tricks on us, okay? So, the opposite of courageous, y'all. How am my marker? But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to stop, okay? Courageous. So, when you're thinking about, let me just toss it in the garbage right now as we're talking. I did not make that. If anyone's wondering, I did not make it. So, when you think about courageous, right, or having that courage, it's the opposite. It is the total opposite of faint, right? It's the total opposite of meek. So you think of meekness, faint, you think of weakness. Courage is the opposite of that. Why? Because courage says that you're going to go with all your heart in something that you are convicted to do. and you're going to follow through regardless of the fear, okay? We wouldn't have an Oprah, we wouldn't have a Tony Robbins, we wouldn't have a Tom Brady if we had them be fearful about showcasing or using their talent to get to the places that they want, to do the things they want, okay? So I want you to think about people that you admire, that you look up to, whether that's in your life, like in your physical world, or, you know, someone that you admire because they are, you know, they've shown their talents, they've shown their grit to us through many different medias and many different forms. So think about that. The courageous part. If you don't have this, if you're not courageous, if you're not going with your corazón or with all your heart, it's going to really be really difficult for you to move forward in life, right? Why? Because if you don't move forward with courage or coraje, how I like to say it, you're not going to make a lot of moves. You're not going to really make a lot of movement, okay? So some things that will help you put courage in your rotation or in your routine, y'all, and of course, can I turn this? No. Listen, we're going to do what we can. We're going to do what we can with what we got, okay? So listen to this. This is what I made here a list of, okay? Some things that will help you put courage in your rotation. That is a check-in. A check-in. Not with me, not with your sister, not with your friend, not with your mama, with yourself. Check in with you. You're going to check in with you, okay? Why? Because courage, in order to be courageous or have courage, you have to build you. You have to build you, okay? So once you've built you internally, you're going to be able to build externally. So you must first build internally before you build externally. It's like when you're building a house, right? Or someone else is building a house, because I don't build houses. What has to go underground? I think at least 6 feet under, right? The foundation. So if the foundation is not courageous, it's not built on courage, it'll be really, really difficult for you to build up the exterior. So yes, the exterior of your home, which is you, right? The things you want, the things that you keep dreaming about, but you're not actually taking action on them. All right, so I need you to check in with you. What is the scariest thing you want to do? What is the scariest thing that you want to do, but you have not done? What is the scariest thing that you've done, but you have not done? Okay, what is the scariest thing that you wanted to do, but you have not done because of fear, right? And these are the opposites of courage, okay? These things I'm going to list here. Fear, right? Like I mentioned before, fear, weakness, meekness, okay? Thinking that you can't, allowing your thoughts to overtake your actions, okay? So who is accountable for you? So number one, check in with yourself. What is the scariest thing you want to do or accomplish? What is it? What is the thing that is stopping you from accomplishing that? What is the thing that's stopping you from doing that? Number two is who is accountable for you? Accountability, y'all. In working and doing this work for many years, and not only just as a coach currently in this business, I've always done that before in my jobs, right? Like, you have to hold people accountable. It's like your bookkeeping and your accounting for life, for your work and business. Who is holding you accountable? Who is showing you the numbers? Who is showing you your numbers, right? Who is holding you accountable? Who at the end of the year is telling you, Mira, you didn't do XYZ, although you said you were going to do XYZ. So you need someone to hold you accountable for the work that you want to get done. And we are holding other people accountable at all times. We're holding people accountable all the time. So what I want you to think about is who's holding you accountable. And if no one's holding you accountable, who's going to be that person for you? Who is going to hold you accountable? All right, if you were closer, now I want you to think about this, okay? I want you to think about this. If you were closer to that thing that you want, I want you to imagine, where is that? Where is that? Where is it? What is it? And who is with you? Okay? So what is that thing? Where is it? And who is with you? So what? Oh, well. So what is that? What is that you want to get closer to? Where is that? Who is it with? Who is it with, y'all? Like, do you have someone walking the path along with you? Are you helping others? What are you doing? Like, tell me who you see with you. So where is that? Who is it and what? Oh, what did you do? What are you doing? What are you doing when you've accomplished it already? What are you doing walking the path to get that completed and done, ready, and accomplished, achieved? All right. Whew. Y'all, I'm running out of breath here. Courage comes from practice. Courage comes from practice. Let's repeat that. Courage comes from practice. You cannot get courageous. You cannot get to the point where you're courageous if you're not practicing courage. If you're practicing faintness, if you're practicing meekness, if you're practicing fragile mindset, if you're practicing victimization, if you're practicing the world is against me, if you're practicing all of that, you're going to miss out on the courage that you need. Courage necessitates practice. You cannot have courage if you don't take that first step, right? Once you've taken that first step, I promise you, you're going to begin to build on this. It's going to be like, build on yourself, and then you're going to start building the foundation, the outside. Like, what is it that you want? You know what I mean? Like, what do you want? Oh, and this is exactly why I don't build houses. This is exactly, I'm not an architect. This is exactly why. This whole thing is telling you a lot about me, okay? Visually telling you a lot about me. So what was I saying? This is why I get distracted. This is bad. All right, so it comes from practice. So practice courage every day, okay? Don't allow others to decide for you. Listen, this is what I have for you to do, right? Like I said before. Practice builds up courage, okay? So each day you're going to do something that's courageous to you. It could be something so like, for some people, being very courageous is like speaking up. It's like asking for the things you want. That's courage to you. For others, it's like emailing that person because you want to collab with them, or contacting someone because you want to, host your own event, right? It could be that you want to go and start school again, right? What's the first step to do that? So this week, and I'm going to be live every day, y'all. I'm going to be live every day for the next 7 days. Because I have a challenge for myself. I'm challenging myself here. I'd like you to remember to practice something new every day. Because what's taking a lot of courage? To stand here right now and talk to y'all, okay? And if this video goes off of my page for any reason, if I decide like in 24 hours this is going to go into my YouTube channel or into my private group, please go over there and watch this, because this has a lot of good things in it. Okay, back to what I was saying though. All right, so what are you going to do this week? You're going to practice something courageous. Whether that's, for you it might be really big, for me it might look small, but for you it's a big thing to do, okay? I want you to practice courage, whether that's something small or something big. But practice courage this week. Allowing yourself to feel uncomfortable. Allowing yourself to feel that angst that you feel like when you're like kind of like acting out of character or doing something that's not in your regular normal life. Like, I want you to do that. Like, hello, because you've already checked in with yourself. You know who's gonna hold you accountable. Now you know what the what is, right? Where the where is and who is with you. However, in order to get to this and to find an accountability partner, you've done this, right? And now comes the practice. And what is the practice? And the practice doesn't even have to do with anything related to the what, right? But guess what? If you practice courage this week, it'll get you closer to doing the courageous thing that's going to get you to the what's here. Does that make sense? So you're going to practice a courageous thing this week. It does not have to be connected to this what. However, this practicing of courage It's gonna get you closer to being able to practice courage up here with your what, with where you want to go, what you want to do, where you're headed, etc. So that I think is what I have for y'all today. Let me check my notes because y'all, I'm nothing without my notes because my brain be going 100 different places at once. Okay. All right. So yeah, remember to build externally before, no, build internally with the courage. Build you. Do the check-in. Ask yourself who's holding you accountable. And if you don't have someone, find yourself someone. Think about and write this out. What is the what? Like, what is it that you need courage for? The where. Where do you see yourself? Where do you, like, imagine yourself, see yourself, visualize yourself, the where. And who is with you? Who are the people that are with you? And for this week, you're going to practice one courageous act. Again, no courageous. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big. Why? Because your small courageous act is actually big for you, right? Like, I can perceive it as small because I've already gone through my own internal building of myself, right? But for you, it's huge, and I'm going to applaud you when you complete that today, okay? So, one courageous act this week. I will be on here every day this week at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. If you have any questions or any comments, please let me know. You can either leave your comment here or you can DM me. Take care, y'all.